the Ford dealers of America, who sell and service Ford cars and Ford trucks, present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kukla-politan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Come, dear. I can't get the thing out. Really, honestly, Mercedes, we were supposed to have that all prepared. All right, once more now.
I can't play that piece.
Well, I know you can't, dear.
I mean, I'm not permitted to play it.
How come?
It wasn't cleared.
Oh, now, Mercedes, come. Technique, 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 let's go. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, your fingers aren't right.
My fingers are all right.
Your fingers are not right, dear. Now, look, you must play the piano. Here, poise your fingers, curve them gently. Pretend there's a large balloon under each hand. Like that. You see, then lift them up.
It hurts my wrist to do like that. Jack doesn't play piano like that. He just goes,
Well, Jack, stop.
I think he plays very nice.
Well, it's a habit that piano players get into when they go into the more popular vein. I rather imagine when Jack played Bach and Beethoven and all the finer things, I rather imagine he played with this lovely gentle motion. Now, let's try it. If this balloon was filled with gas and it was rising up and your hands were floating off the piano.
How can I play if my hands are floating off the piano?
Now, Mercedes, remember, the Kukla-politan Ladies Auxiliary, Strolling Caramel Society, Kukla-politan Symphony Orchestra, the Marching Society, the Kukla-politan Band. All those tremendously wonderful organizations are depending upon the new talent and your new talent.
Well, I never wanted to learn to play piano anyway. I don't really. Jack's good enough for me.
Well, there may be a time Jack's getting older, you know.
I know, but I can never play like Jack.
Well, now, you might try now. Jack did, isn't that the way you started practicing? Or
Takes practice and hard work.
You see?
Benedict, there I know.
Now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't hop on it. Lift, 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 lift.
I swear Buelah's puzzle pumps to this.
Once again. Keep practicing now, dear. Keep practicing. Better, 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 better. 1, now. Cross hands.
What?
Cross hands. No, dear, no. Watch, Madam Ooglepuss. This really, you'll love this. Now try it, dear. Notice the floating motion?
I suppose.
There's the cross hand. Wasn't that lovely, Jack?
Very nice.
Then 1, 2, 3. Ooh. That's staccato.
I thought it was a piano.
No. Staccato was a name, darling. Really, honestly, you just...
Oh, I know. Jack staccato. That's very...
Fletcher, I do believe that somebody has sent us a bomb or something. There's something ticking upstairs.
Oh, really, the Philip. Now, you keep practicing. Just a minute, dear. I'll explain the whole thing to you. Mercedes!
Jack,
Yes, Mercy.
did you really have to practice like that all the time?
For quite a while.
I don't like
I didn't
that.
like it either.
You didn't?
No.
What did it do for you?
Well, that's a very good question.
Did you quit?
No, I stayed with it, but I tapered off on the practice.
Did you?
Yeah.
You still have to practice?
Still do.
That's funny. I thought if you grew up and got to be a good piano player and made lots of money with it, and Madam Ooglepuss says you do make lots of money with it, and Do you really write singing commercials?
Sure, you like to. Have a lot of fun.
That's wonderful. Do you have to practice to do that?
More or less observe and listen.
Well, I have to play recital when Fran gets back. That's why she must be playing. But I don't like.
see.
I'd much rather play this, for instance. Gets wet sometimes. You know, I use this at night for Dolores when I put her to sleep that way.
Sort of a lullaby effect?
Yeah, I come in all the time and I play to her and she loves it. She doesn't like Madame Ooglepuss singing because it's too noisy. Here we go round the mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Here we go round the...
Mercedes.
I don't want to practice anymore. I'm done practicing. I don't want to practice.
Oh, Mercedes. Jack, whatever did you say to her?
We were just talking about how to write singing commercials, practicing, putting Dolores to sleep.
Well, whatever you said, my dear, you must have made a bad impression.
I'm
So important for all of us to do our music properly, don't you think, Jack?
I agree with her on that.
I wish you would. Oh, it's really so upsetting. Perhaps she'll do a little better in theory. Mercedes, now you come right back up here and help Madame Ooglepuss with the piano.
You used to do it for a living. Can't you move it by yourself now?
What has gotten into that child? How in the world did she ever know that? Now, Mercedes, come put away the metronome.
This thing's fighting me.
See there. I'll come back.
All right.
Come on now, I want to test you on theory. Now, Mercedes,
Yeah.
how many keys are there in a piano?
Well, let me see. How many keys are there in a piano? There are... I didn't get that far in my homework.
Now, let's start all over again with... Remember our lesson we had last week? What is music?
The combinations and successions of sounds.
What is a succession of single sounds called?
A single sound... Noise.
Notes. Melody.
Oh, yes, melody.
What name is given to several sounds in combination? No coaching from the audience.
Harmony. Yes!
Fine, dear, fine. Now, how are musical ideas expressed in writing?
They are expressed in writing. Oh, well, some people write, no, commercials, singing commercials like Jack. Some people...
No, oh, dear, honestly, I don't think we're going to get very far.
I hope not.
Mercedes, darling, now, I'm doing my best. You know very well that I promised your mother that I would give you the very best of musical education.
I don't, Madam Ooglepuss, I should think you'd be so very busy with your wedding and everything coming up. I just should think that you'd be so busy that you wouldn't have any time for all this at all.
Oh, everything in its place, and a place for everything, you know. There's a time and a place, and we must not neglect these important things.
Oh, I guess we mustn't. I should think, how is the Colonel?
He's fine. Now, don't change the subject. Would you like to grow up and be a wonderful opera singer like Madame Ooglepuss?
Yes.
Dear, you know something. There'll come a day when you're out of field, you won't be able to sing in the Ooglepuss Opera House when I'll have to retire. And then, when that day comes...
It never comes. I doubt it. That'll be a cold day in July. What? Nothing.
When that day comes, perhaps you'll be able to take over some of my roles.
Well, I'm more popular. I like popular things more.
Oh, dear, remember my great triumph that Jack wrote for me, the High Diddle Diddle opera?
Yeah, that was very nice. I liked that very much, I did.
Wouldn't you like to learn some of it?
Well, I suppose I could. Where's the music?
Just a moment. I'll just snatch of it right in here in this little booklet. Now, there. Jack, do you remember that? Do you remember how it starts?
Start on an A.
If you could sight read, dear.
Oh. I diddle
I breathe deeply. You're not breathing. You're not breathing.
I know it, I'm dead.
Oh, really? Now, Methody.
I'm sorry. All right, I'll try it again.
Now, let me try it. I diddle diddle. I diddle diddle. You see, when you breathe properly, you can get it, dear.
All right. I diddle diddle. I diddle diddle. The story of a pussycat and an old Stradivarius fiddle.
You're sharp.
You're darn cute, I am. Go ahead, do it.
Kitty, 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 you are very, very nice. Kitty, 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 so afraid you find the mice. I said, I diddle, I diddle, I diddle, I.
Oh, that's so wonderful, madam.
Now you try.
No, I'd rather hear you. Oh, well, you do it first, and then I will listen. Oh, it's so wonderful, and I will listen, and I will get much more inspiration. I'll follow the score.
All right. I said, I diddle, diddle, I diddle, I. It is a lovely violin, considering the shape it's in. Though I've been told you are old, very old, you have a most amazing tone, just like a rusty saxophone. Bossy, 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 how now, bossy, 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 hold still, my whole scene starts. Mercedes, Jack, Mercedes.
I'm listening. Oh, it's magnificent.
Now I sing about the moon in the starry sky above. Such a yellow moon, such a meadow moon, parlez-vous clair de lune. Mercedes, I'll have none of that. Mercedes, where are you, you naughty girl? Mercedes! We'll fix that. I'm not going to trouble with that girl anymore. She needs a firm hand, and she's going to get it.
Why, my dear little girl.
Richard,
Well, my dear little girl, I don't think that my conduct calls for such rough treatment. I'd always thought of you as a lady. Please, let's not forget ourselves.
Why, Richard, I thought, this is a dribble. And now I sing about the cow in the pasture far below. She is pretty.
My dear, I don't think it's wise for you to be going through these songs like that. I really believe that you should take it a little easier.
Why, Colonel, really, this is the first time you've ever talked to me like that?
Well, I've been doing a little thinking since Miss Allison has been away visiting in California. I thought to myself, well, there are a few things that are going to have to be straightened out now that you and I are headed for a lifetime of marital bliss. And I do believe, you see, I come from a part of the country where the man does rule the family. He's the head of the house, and there are certain rules that I believe we should make. Naturally, there'll be compromises, one or two, but still, I do feel that there's certain things that we must adhere to.
Well, naturally, Richard, darling. That's one of the reasons I'm so terribly fond of you, because you're so masterful, so dominating. I just love the spark in your eye when you get a little riled. Mm-hmm.
I'm not fooling, my dear. No, I'm quite serious about this.
Well, I'm not fooling either, silly boy. Woohoo, Richard. Woohoo. Richard, what in the world is the matter?
Well, my dear, I've just been thinking things over. I do believe that I don't mind your teaching. That's all right. I think that's fine. It's a very fine occupation and a very fine thing for a lady, a gentle lady especially, to teach and to pass on her knowledge to the younger folk. But I do believe that perhaps you will have to give up some of your professional work.
I beg your pardon.
My dear little girl, well, there isn't room in this family for two career people. After all, I'm the actor in the family.
I beg your pardon.
Well, it's true, my dear. Everyone knows that. Well, I'm picked on to make all the speeches and everything. I'm more or less the master of ceremonies and the personality. It would conflict. Besides, I know that you're very happy to settle at home and be quiet and rest. I know you're going to enjoy it, darn my socks, and take care of the house and cook dinner.
Why, I thought we were going to have a cook.
Oh, no, my dear. I like home-cooked meals. I think it's good for a woman. It's good discipline.
Discipline?
You think it over.
Why, Richard, I hardly thought I'd have to give up my career.
Well, you won't have to give it up, my dear. You just won't be able to perform, that's all.
Well, this is a nasty turn of events. They're giving a shower for me when Fran gets back. Well, I suppose he's right, really. Jack, darling.
Yes, sir.
You are very happily married, I know. And
That I am.
you have a career, and I don't suppose Laura performs or anything.
No, the subjects never come up.
Mm-hmm. She takes care of the family.
Yeah.
And
No
darn your
problem.
socks for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Somehow I never thought of myself in quite that position, darling. Socks.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Buelah.
What's the matter, dear?
Oh, nothing. I just...
I heard you were going over music classes. I was hoping that maybe I could give me a little workout today.
Buelah, I don't know.
Well, you know me. I love music, and I like to cooperate. Or maybe I get the bull fiddle log and we'd have a little session. How about it?
No, dear, I don't really feel like playing without Francis. We need to... For the trio group, we really need Francis, you know.
Oh, well, that's all right. My gracious. I can play the violin with my feet and slap the bull fiddle with my hands. How about that?
It just doesn't seem...
Well, see you look at me. Something on your mind.
No, nothing.
Yes, there is. We haven't had a good girl talk for a couple of weeks. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing happening between you and...
No, nothing. Nothing at all, except that he... Oh, Buelah! Buelah, do you think I should give up my career?
Well, I don't know. You mean...
Richard has laid down the law.
Wow, never thought he had it in him. Kind of tough, huh?
Yes, Oh, Buelah, come visit me in a little while in my dressing room. I'd like to talk to you. Oh, I do hope Fran gets back soon.
She'll be home, I think, the end of the week at first and next.
Oh, I'm so anxious to talk to her. She can advise me. It is a problem.
Say, she really has pearls, doesn't she?
That she has.
Not worried. Well, I'm glad I'm not in that position. Yes, I don't know. Of course, you can always say that when you're not in it. It's always easy to say, well, I'm glad I'm not in that position. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun, as a matter of fact. Not kind of fun to at least have to make a decision about it. No man ever asked me to give up anything. I don't know ever to take that as a compliment or whether something's missing with me. I don't know. Maybe they figure I don't have anything to give up. But I don't know if someone came right out and asked me, if someone came right here this minute and asked me to give up my broomstick and my magic for love, I think I'd just say yes. Buelah, would you give up your broomstick and would you give up your magic for love? Well, I've changed my mind. What did I say?
You asked a question and she changed her mind.
Say, have you seen Kukla anywhere around?
I haven't.
I just, I went to the auto show here in Chicago last week, Jack, and I had the grandest time, and I was so taken, I was so completely taken with the little 51 Ford Victoria, the Ford Victoria. I tell you, I just raved. I went with Gami, Gami and I went together.
He was telling me about
Oh, yes. He's a fine fellow, nice fellow. He's a very, very fine fellow. A nice fellow to go around with because he picks up pamphlets and things. I always forget those things.
He saves them.
Yes, I know, and we were going over them. Oh, here's one that I wonder where Kukla is.
I'm right here.
Oh, hello there, Kuk. I was just telling Jack about the Ford Victoria. Look at the little pamphlet.
Oh, I know. Oh, wonderful. You brought this back from the auto show.
You bet. I couldn't resist. Oh, it's so beautiful. Let's show everybody how. This is my little pamphlet. Look at that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, the Ford Victoria. Smart as a convertible.
Snug as a sedan.
Oh, it's pretty too. Oh, yeah. See, what does it say?
Oh, it has all a steel top. You know that.
Oh, yes,
And it says quarter windows that roll all the way down so that there is nothing to obstruct either the breeze or view, or if you prefer, either the breeze or view, whichever you prefer.
Oh, either.
All right, it'll be either then.
No, I mean either, or either.
Now let me see. Oh, yes, and this little 51. Look at, just look at that.
I've been looking.
Oh, wait, I've got some more. I got some pictures I took.
Oh, outside, huh?
Yes, right. Look, isn't that fine? Oh, look at that. Wow, that's a 100 horsepower V8 engine in there, too. You bet. Yes, sirree, Bob. And there's so many wonderful body finishes that you can get. There's 4 two-tone body finishes.
Gosh, Fletcher, I'm glad. I wish I'd gotten down to the show.
Here's some more pictures.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, another view.
Mm-hmm. Like to see a top view?
Sure, I'd love it. Oh, look at that top. Isn't that beautiful?
You bet. And there's so much area, There's more than 7 1/4 square feet of glass area in the large sweep-around rear window. Well, I can't show you. Where is the rear? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong picture. Got this picture with the rear window, you see.
Oh, well, look at that. All the way around here.
Yes. Got wonderful colored keyed interiors, of course, just like all 51 Fords, and the safety glow control panel. I certainly think that Ford Victoria is the one for me. It really is. You know something? I think we ought to spend a quiet evening at home looking over all these pamphlets. I just am so delighted. Oh, look, here's some more.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I'm going to save them all for Fran, too. I'm going to keep them very neat and carefully filed so that she can hear all about it. She'll be interested.
Sure. Maybe she saw it in California. You never can tell. Hi, Jack.
Hello, Kukla.
Dinner was a big success last night.
Oh, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great evening.
Yeah, here we've been having music appreciation hour
That we
today.
have. Been keeping me busy.
Good. Oh, wasn't Madeline Carroll beautiful?
So good.
Isn't she a lovely person? She looked so beautiful last night. I was just thrilled. Madeline Carroll came to visit us. So we cooked dinner for her. She came out to help open the drive for the Red Cross. Madeline Carroll is very active in the Red Cross. She did such a wonderful job. And she came out to help get the Red Cross drive started, which I understand is going to start very soon. Very soon. Maybe it started today. I'm not sure. But it's going to really be a bang-up thing this year. I know we all want to cooperate every bit we can. Well, I wonder what our friend Oliver has been doing. Have you seen him?
I have no idea what he's doing.
Ollie?
Would you like to announce me? I think I'm going to contribute to a musical appreciation hour.
Oh, great. What are you going to do?
A song from our album, from our recorded album.
Sixpence?
Yes.
Fine. What do you need?
Would you put the music on the music stand?
What, oh, Jack, have you got any?
I have one here. Let's see how it works out. Does it seem high enough? Too high?
Yeah, that's fine. Did it come out?
Now we're set.
That's fine. Would you set that out?
There we are.
You got your own copy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think this is Ollie. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, Oliver J. Dragon, baritone.
Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds asleep in the pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird and kissed her pretty nose. Oh. In a food rut, in a food rut. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds asleep in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a lovely dish to set before the king? Where is that? Oh, Cassett. The king was in the counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird. I only see one note. Oh. And kissed her pretty, pretty nose. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye. 4 and 20, 4 and 20. Would you say that that was 20? 4 and 20 blackbirds asleep. Asleep in a pie, a pie, a pie for the king.
Thank you very much, Oliver J. Dragon.
You're welcome. I hope Madame Ooglepuss liked that.
I don't think she's listening right now.
Oh, dear, all that wasted.
Well, there were some other people. But, Ollie, something I'd like to remind you about.
Oh?
Remember, when you buy for the future...
By Ford.
Here's the car that combines the dash of a convertible with the steel-topped snugness of a sedan. The new Ford Victoria. The beauty of its exterior, finished in lustrous two-tone or single-tone colors, is equaled only in the Victoria's luxury lounge interior. Here you'll find rich fabric, leather, and vinyl upholstery ensembles and handsome appointments, all carefully custom-matched with the external colors you select. You'll be proud to drive the Victoria. It's 1951's smartest car buy. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Buelah Zachary, the director Louis Gomovitz, and the costume designer Joseph Lockwood.
And this is Burr Tillstrom thanking you on behalf of the future Mrs. R.H. Crackie.
Remember to visit your friendly Ford dealer. We think you'll agree with him. You can pay more, but you can't buy better. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.